Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. So, as part of this course, four certifications will be covered. One is Azure Fundamental first, okay, and after that, this is called Ages 900, and then second will be covered Azure Administrator, which is called Ages 104. Third one will be Azure DevOps. This is called Azure AJ 400, and uh, how to integrate open source tool with Azure. This is the one. So four modules is a part of it. So now, if you want to check it out, what exactly in detail, so click here. So as part of the Azure 900, we will learn concept, different different services on the cloud, some of the differences with the different cloud, private and cloud computing. We'll also understand the region and availability zone, and we'll work with the Azure VMs and a storage, networking, and all kind of things. And then here some of the additional tools will get uh, into that, and then some of the stuff which is security related and governance related, compliance related, and so on. So this session, the one which you have here, this will be around 1 week of class will happen on this. After that, we'll move on to the admin side, so where we are discussing about the Azure administrations, including the Active Directory, RBAC, governance, secure storage, managed storage, and all stuff like that. Configure VMs and all kind of things. So this will be the second one. Now, third one will be moving to third week onwards. Will be moving to the Azure DevOps. So Azure DevOps here, basically all these uh, services of Azure will be discussed as part of the Azure DevOps. But one thing which I got little confused, you talk about the dev. So I mean, when you say Azure DevOps, what exactly your meaning of Azure DevOps actually? Can you just tell me, because what I understood
Azure
is
DevOps is basically a CI/CD tool where we continuously integrate or uh, uh, where we continuously build our applications and deploy our applications onto the cloud.
okay. So you're talking about that Azure DevOps, right?
Mm.
Okay. I understood that you are talking about this one. So I think this course is not good for you. So you have this course for. So you're talking about dev.azure.portal, right?
Yeah, now in this course, I have checked the content. I would like to know about that. See, can you go to that 400 course over
Yeah.
here? Yeah, 400, AZ 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
So
would like to know all these things in this
okay.
security
So
related also because we are having those things.
yeah.
Yes.
So you will get it this one only if you cover this one and this one first. That is a problem.
Yeah, sure.
So in the one which you're talking about is dev.azure portal, correct? So
Mm.
let me log into that, and this is the portal, okay? Azure portal, and this is Azure DevOps, which I was talking about. I thought you are preparing for certification, but you said dev.azure portal, so that is uh, just
I mean, we require both, right? It's not like
you require both.
one.
Yeah, just a second. Configure. And I think you are talking about, let me create organizations.
In this also, See, I know like repo pipelines. There's lot of things I'm missing out in this Azure DevOps code. Like I have seen linear course structure, there are a lot of security related content. So
Yeah,
not really good with that.
yeah. So here, this is your project, and I think you are talking about this one, Azure DevOps, right?
Hmm. I
Yeah.
yeah, I mean
Yeah, yeah.
that's
So
correct.
understand, let me put it in this way. When you say Azure DevOps, okay, understand this way. Uh, there's a two streamline. There's a confusion because of them only. So here, when you say Azure DevOps, streamline one, you learn Azure, okay? That is the one thing. Azure. I said Azure portal, cloud,
Hmm.
Azure cloud you learn, and then you move on to Azure DevOps. This is the product. This is the product. Okay. So as part of this Azure DevOps, when you go for the cloud and all, 80% of the content you have to learn from the cloud and 20% content which you have here. Okay. So
Hmm.
this is the certification course actually. This is certification course, Azure DevOps. Okay. Now, when you say you want to learn Azure product, this one, then you need to learn only this one, the one which is here, and stuff like that. So, which one you want to focus? You want to
I want
focus on,
all whatever is there in this 900, 104, 400. We'll go one by one, like the way
yeah,
the course is structured.
yeah. Then I think it's clear now. So, we'll first take first week we'll take it up 900. Then second week we'll take it up 400. I mean 104, and third week 400, and followed by this one. Will that be okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's get started. So, so first question is, let's get started with introduction of Azure. So Azure, Microsoft Azure, getting started. So in this session, we'll discuss about the fundamental concept. So why you should care about cloud? How do we get started with Azure? What are the regions and why they are important? And what solutions will build this in this course. So why you should care? So some of the regions are like, let's say you want 100 servers today and maybe tomorrow 50 servers. So can you, if you have a private data centers, can you do that? No. So if you use the cloud, you can elast means based upon your requirement, you can get the number of servers. You can elast, you can scale as much, and all the resources is being pooled. Pooled means Azure have hundreds of data centers and they're pooling actually the resources, so you don't have to worry about the infrastructure. And provisioning, it's a self-service, anyone can go and provision, and based on the RBAC also. So primarily when cloud offering is offered, we have a three models: public model, private model, and hybrid model. Public model means the cloud which is accessible by anyone. For example, Azure and Google Cloud and AWS is a public model. Private model means the you have a set up your own data centers in your within a premises and things like that. So here we do have many solutions like a VMware and stuff like that. In fact, you can use System Center Azure also for the private cloud. Hybrid means combine of both public cloud and private cloud. You have this one, and you connect the public and cloud and private cloud. So that's one of the model which we have. So in any of this cloud, whether it's a public, private, or hybrid, you are running applications. Okay, the services are there. So what kind of services you may have? So typically nowadays there are so many as is coming. So here software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, uh, you know, um, function as a service, container as a service. So many things is coming. So infrastructure as a service where Azure will take care of your infrastructure part, and you will take care of your operating system, data, and stuff like that. In the platform as a service, what will happen? Azure will take care of your infrastructure plus application runtime, but you will run your code inside that. So that means operating systems and all will be taken care by the PaaS. That means Azure. In a software as a service means everything will be taken care by Azure itself, your cloud provider, and you will only consume application. Example is Office 365 or something like that. Okay, so these are the popular model which we have right now in the market. Any questions so far? Hello.
No, not from my side.
Okay, so how do we get started? So basically, uh, Azure is offering 1 month of trial subscription, and where do you get $200 or $250 for a 1 month? So if you have a credit card which you have never used it in the Azure portal, so you can get started with that account. So if I want to show you here, uh, Azure trial, okay. So you can get started with it, and this $200 you will get it. So see here, some of the services is popular for 12 months, but that's least used. This is important for you. So you start your account, start your 30 days, and after that you can decide whether you want to continue using or not. So something like this you can use it. So that is something which you can get started with Azure. That's the first thing. Now let's understand the data center concept. So Azure data centers are unique physical building located all over the globe. So that house a group of networked computer servers. So they have a hell lot of data centers, maybe 160 plus physical data centers. So what is the region? So Azure, you know, that's worldwide services. They want to offer the services worldwide to everywhere, every part of the world. And we know that different country we have a different policies altogether. So different policies, different guidelines, and stuff like that. So what Azure have done it, they have created a region concept. That means a group of data centers, they put it in one place and they call it region. For example, India will have a two, three regions actually, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and all kind of things. So Azure region is a set of data centers deployed within a latency defined parameter and connected through a dedicated regional low latency network with a more global region than any other cloud provider. Azure gives a customer the flexibility to deploy application where they need it. So, by the way, pricing for the services changes as per the region. So these are the region you see that on screen. One more thing, it's not like 30. You may have 31, 32 also, because every few months they start launching the regions actually. So in India, if you see, we have three regions: West India, Central India, and South India. So we have one in Hyderabad, one in Mumbai, and one in somewhere in Bangalore, I guess. I mean, we assume Bangalore location we don't know actually. So like this. So these are the three regions we have. So now, what is availability zone? So there is a region which we have, and each region we divide into at least two part, uh, and these are called availability zone. Why? So in one availability zone, if you run, then you should load back. You should for high availability, you should run in another availability zone also. So these two availability zones are separately physical locations. So that way, if something goes wrong with the one region, one availability zone, then you can correct the second one actually. So you see that here there is a one region, and in this region you have a three zone actually. Mind it, between the region is an intranet network call, but between the zone, it's a same network. Mind it, that is important. So here, these all different zone is having the data centers which is in different buildings or different locations altogether. So using unique physical location within a region, each zone is made up of one or more data center equipped with independent power cooling and networking. So yeah, availability zones are separate building tens of miles apart within a region. So please understand that each zone, though it's in same network, but separate from the each other, connected through the intranet. Okay, connected to the local network, something like that. Now, the minimum difference is 10 miles or something. So if something goes wrong, for example, tsunami or earthquake or anything as such, so one will be destroyed, so second will be backed up anytime. So this is the availability job. So then we do have a global network also. So you can look at the image here. We have many regions, and each region's minimum two availability zone and maximum up to 6, 7, 10 also depends. And Azure, do they have global networks using that each of these regions and data centers they connect with each other. So you can see this image of wiring which they have done it. So that is the thing. So the Azure Global Network refers to all of the components in networking, and it's comprised of Microsoft Global Wide Network, WAN, point of presence, POP, fiber, and others. So that is plenty of it, and so on. So when you design your application runtime, how you should design? So first of all, you log into uh, Azure portal, the one which I was showing you last time. You can get the account access also free trial. It's easy for you to month for a month and all. And once you log into Azure portal, then you have to create lots of resources. So Azure, you have more than 4,000 resources. Okay. So how do you group this resource set at for your project or some other projects, So you have to create a resource group, okay? And the resource group you can create all the resources of Azure. For example, a network you can create within a resource group. Subnet you can create within the resource group. VMs you can create. Security group you can create. So all this thing you can create. Load balancer you can create. Within a resource group. So all this thing you can create it and then get it offering. So if you see that this image, good image actually. So first thing, when you log into Azure, you created a resource group. Then you create a network, and inside the network, this is subnet 1, subnet 2, and subnet 3. So this is the web subnet where the traffic will be coming. This is the database subnets where your database will be running, and this is the management subnet for the jump box and you can keep it jump box and stuff like that. Now inside that you have security group for web subnet, security group for web subnet, data subnet, security group for management subnet. Now, so security group you have, and then inside that inside the security group, you create a Windows machine. So if you want to create one Windows machine, so you can use a VM directly. But if you want to create a multiple VMs, so you can use availability set. Okay. So here it's creating two machines altogether and stuff like that. So here if you see there is no availability zone, so just one VM. And inside the VM, you may have applications like Windows, Linux applications, whatever it is. And here you create a load balancer, ELB, and load balancing is balancing the ILB, internal load balancer. So internal load balancer is a part of your network, okay, and external load balancer is a part of your outside of the network. So this is you end user, and through the internet connecting to the external load balancer, this transfer to the ILB, internal load balancer, and then internal load balancing the pod. From here the traffic is being sent to another internal load balancer, and from that here, traffic is sent to here. So this is how the end user is able to access the applications. Are you understanding, all of you?
Can you,
When you
yeah,
said
how,
sorry, yeah, so when you said availability set, is that grouping of VM like resource group?
Resource group is at Azure level actually. A resource group is for just like, let's say, uh, you are creating all the resources for the project one. So you'll create one resource group, and any resources which belong to the project one, you'll keep it in that. That is about availability set. You can consider is like one service which will help you to create multiple VMs actually. Got it?
Okay. Okay, so it is just spinning multiple VMs with the same configuration.
Same configuration. So in
Oh,
AWS we call it auto scaling group. Here we call it availability set.
okay, got it.
So like that. Yeah. More questions?
where is the application tier over here? Like after web tier, right?
So application tier in this architecture, uh, web tier is having the front end, and database you can have it here. So theoretically you can create one more tier here if you want SOA concept. So web tier, then app tier, and then database tier. So this you create it based on your design. So this may change if you have a different specifications.
Oh, okay. Also, we will be discussing about each and every component of this, right?
Yeah, we'll discuss and then demo also.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something. So yeah, so now we are going to first create a VMs, which is called IaaS, Infrastructure as a Service. Then we are going to create Platform as a Service, which is some of the apps which we'll use. Okay, and third one, which we are going to use the Office 365. So Office 365, something which you might have used it, I guess. Outlook and all you are using, all of you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So Outlook is not local one, that is hosted by cloud. So that is something which you can use it. So let me start the demo for it and so on. So let me go to this. So this is my account you see here. Okay. Here. Now just get comfortable with it. This is the UI, and this is the all resources, means whatever the resources you created, you can do that. If you want to create a, storage, so like block storage or any sort of file storage, or let's say object storage, so you have to create a accounts. So here you will have it, list of resources group, list of virtual machines. If you are using AKS Kubernetes service, here load balancer, many more. You can click on the create resources, some of the recent navigate tools, and left side if you see here, all the categories are there. So if you spend some time here, uh, all these hundreds and hundreds of resources of Azure, they have categorized actually. So all resources, click on it, and here is which you got it, all the resources. Now these are the different categories which you can see favorite. Click on the all services. So a lot of which you have more than 4,000. So these are the category left side you see. All analytics related categories here you have. AI related here you have. Compute related here you have. So compute is the one which you want to get it done. So you see here, these are the infrastructure as a service. So if you are creating VM virtual machines, so this is good to go. But if you are creating a multiple virtual machines, So you can do this one also. If you're creating the virtual machine, which should be in the minimum maximum range, here it is. SSH key here. You want to create image here. You have host group. You can also create it here, and many options are there. So like that. Okay. So community image you can get it here. This is your own images and stuff like that. So this is the focus for the day, infrastructure as service. But next sessions we'll have some demo on the platform as a service also. So here you can see that app services, Azure Spring App. If you're a Java developer, you can use it. If you're looking for some sort of VMware, hybrid cloud stuff like that, so here you can go for it. Some services you have and some SAP solutions and all kind of things. So in this here we'll app services you'll use. Container as a service, function as a service also is there. So if you see that here, uh, this is the bare metal, and this we will not be able to cover because it's very costly. But this is the container as a service. So here you can container app, function app. This is the function as a service, FAAS, and this is a container as a service. Okay, CAS. This is a container app if you want to. Earlier we used to use it, but now it's not useful. So yeah, hybrid cloud also you have Azure Arc, you have Citrix, you have options available for it, so you can go for it. So these are the options we have in the compute. Okay, compute means if you want a CPU RAM capacity for running your app, so compute is the category for it. Are you comfortable with it?
Yeah. So, just a question on the when you say function as a service, like, is it what like you write a custom code and call it as a function? I mean, like, what is function as a service?
So what happens, uh, they will give they have a Azure will have there's one environment. Okay, and in environment you have let me put it in this way. There's a Java environment, Python environment, or let's say Ruby environment. Okay, or Go environment. So they have a ready-made built-in environment. What they are saying, this is you, they are saying, hey, you have a code, let's say this is a Python code. Okay, so do one thing, run this code in our environment, and you don't need to configure this environment, we will take care of it, and we will not charge you for 24 by 7. Typically what you'll do, your Python code, and you'll create a VM, correct now, and VM you'll have to charge 24 by 7, correct now, for running. But here they're saying, hey, if you have a Python code, run in our existing environment, and this environment will be shared by millions of other people also. Got it?
But isn't that same as platform as a service?
No, no. Platform is service is different thing. I'll tell you platform service. So here, this environment you have only runtime. No applications are there. This is your applications. Okay. So what will happen? When you run this, you will only pay for 1 second because your program run in 1 second and get you the output. And after that, the job is done. So you just worry about only paying for 1 second or 5 second or 10 second, whichever the time it took to run the applications. Got it?
Okay.
So now function as a service is different. Now function as a service, what happens? Azure will provide you the infrastructure, which is like a VM infrastructure. On that, they provide OS also. Okay, and then they provide applications also. Application means which applications? Like Salesforce. Okay, SAP. Now on top of that, now they are asking you to create your application, and this will be running 24 by 7 with this, and you can access it. So here they will Azure will take care of all this infra thing. you take care of your applications here, but this is running 24 by 7, and this platform is like a SAP, Salesforce, all this thing, Ariba, and all kind of things. But here you are running only for few seconds, and the code is completed, response you got it, and after that you don't want to worry about it. So here they are not providing platform. Here they're providing SAP, right, or Salesforce. Here there's no Salesforce. Here only Java is there, Python is there,
So
all kind
if
of things.
if Azure is so on top of the platform, if Azure is also giving an application like SAP or Oracle, then we call it as a function as a service.
Yes. Uh,
Okay.
okay. Okay. I'll just create image will be easy. So CS FAS. So your question was PS, right? PS
Hmm.
FAS and image. See ya. So look at this very carefully. So here this is the function and this is a platform is not there. Function is there. Okay, so just see that here. So in this here you see function as a service. So if you see that function as a service, you have a complete data. Okay, complete networking, storage, servers, virtualization, OS, middleware, runtime, and here applications also there, and they are keeping your data. This is means your code, which is representing function as a service. Now platform as a service, let me show you another image for that. So if you see the platform as a service, here again they have everything, but runtime also they have it. Runtime means your SAP or something, or Ariba or something like that. And then you create your application, and then it's a platform service. So difference between, let's say, difference has, there's no proper images coming. Let me put it up in the word. Give me table of, yeah. So here you see some of the differences between the pass and, so here you are pricing, look at this. So here you are charging for everything such as GPU, memory and storage, whichever you are using, and 24 by 7. But if you see that amount of time that function execute. So here you are charging for almost 24 hours. Here you are charging for, let's say, 5 seconds, I said, remember? Now, if you see that here in this pass, are you understanding?
Yes. I mean, one is charged based on the resource you consume. The other one is based on the functions you are function, right?
Not function, platform charges, like see, SAP, right? SAP, what you do,
Mm.
SAP is a application platform. SAP is a platform, and there you go, your organization go and create an app, and they run that app 24 by 7. Okay, so that you are paying 24 by 7. But here,
Mm-hmm.
let's say you want to run Python script, only Python script. So now understand this, when here you're creating an app, you have to use the run platform, their platform. There's a platform like SAP. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but here you have a compile language, Python, Ruby, Java, and stuff like that. And then you
Okay.
send the code to run and then get a response. That is what function is there. Here, mind it, here you have 200 functions it can be, okay, running in the as part of application. Here just a one function.
But on the PaaS, we are the one who is installing the functions, right? And the other one, the Microsoft is managing the function.
Uh, in the past, you are the one who's running the applications,
Mm-hmm.
and for fast we run our functions, yeah, code like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see that platform as a service is a cloud computing service model that provide developer with a platform. So two things you got it, with a platform to build, deploy, and manage applications. Okay. So
Okay.
build, deploy, manage application. That means you have a complete environment over there where you build applications, deploy, and manage. Okay, I'll give you an example for platform as a service. You'll understand. You know Azure DevOps. This I was just talking 5 minutes before. This one. Where is it? Oh, somewhere it was there. I think it's here. This is the one. So here you see this is the platform as a service. Hell lot of things they have given it to you. So you can your store your application somewhere in the repos, plan in the board, create a CI/CD pipeline like that. Getting on. So
So
now
is
this is
this
a
is this considered as a platform or a function as a service?
no, this is the platform as a service.
Okay.
And now function as a service means they'll have only a runtime environment and where you can run your code. Here you cannot run your single code. You have to
Okay.
introduce all these things, build, manage, deploy. So
Okay.
like that. Getting my points?
Got it. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So again, yeah, we'll explore these options actually. Okay, so now what we are going to do, so let me create one VM. Okay, I was introducing you the different services. So here containers services are there, database services are there. Database services is a platform as a service. Okay, so they are giving you MySQL also. Okay, and here they ask you to host your data and use it. And here you have a DevOps services. So all this stuff we'll discuss. General services here you have market hybrid cloud, we have identity services, integration, IoT, and monitoring here, networking here. So networking is a you should spend some time to you know. So here you have you can create a bastion server. Here you can create a virtual network. Inside the virtual network subnet also will be there. You want NAT gateway, here you have a DNS zone. Okay, you want to have a more IP address, some private link, all stuff like that you have here. So you should check this hybrid connectivity if you want. Then advanced one, here you have network security, here you have load balancing, here you have, and CDN and all, here you have. So complete information. Security related also you have here, identity related services. So just now you get comfortable each of the services which is the part of this course we'll discuss. Storage you have here, different say different types of storage account you can create here, block storage you can create here, right? And different services, file storage also you have here. Okay, so and web and mobile services. So yeah, we'll start with compute, and so slowly we'll get into the other stuff. So any questions so far, all of you?
No.
Okay, so let me show you one VM creation. So I'll go and create a resources. Now here you have Windows virtual machine, and this you can create any types of virtual machine. But this shortcut has been given. Shortcut means some products for the market. They have say if you want to use it Ubuntu directly, so you can use this. If you want Windows 10, 19, all this thing you can do that. So I'll create one Ubuntu Linux and one Windows. So let's go for creating. You can go for here also, but for that you have to browse the boxes. Let's go ahead with this one only in that case. Now here you have to decide your subscription. So right now I have one subscription which is pay as you go. So if your account will be uh, more than 30 days old and after that trial period, then they'll have to enable it pay as you go. You can create a multiple subscription, attach the card to it, so that is possible. So I have created one subscription pay as you go. So my payment will be going to this account, the credit card and billing and all attached to this account. This you can say
So,
payment gate. Yeah.
so each subscription you create for a given account needs to have billing information.
Yes, you have to have, let me show you. So you go to here, this is subscription. You can create a more subscription, but right now because one is more than sufficient for my use, I'm not running any enterprises using this account. So if you have a multiples, let's say you have a company have a 10 project. So you can create a 10 subscription and enable it. So right now I have enabled it, pay as you go, 600 rupees you see is charge right now, and here complete details you can see that. So when you create a pay as you go, they'll ask you to billing invoices, all this thing you have here. So they'll ask you to attach the credit card and all, and complete details you'll have it. So you can, if you want to add someone else access, you add to the subscription level actually. So in this here IM, you can add the access. So here this is my access. I have a full access. But if you want to see, as I was having Terraform session just before that, so I was creating some roles and all for the Terraform code. So yeah, this is a subscription. You'll use it.
So a user
So
is created under a subscription, each subscription.
so yeah. So what is happening? User is created in the tenant here. We'll discuss in the IM session. So here you can create a user, here you can create a group. So all this you can create it, but user you create, they may not be able to do anything until subscription. So you have to have a attach that user to subscription, so that user can, whatever the resources will be created, it will be charged to that subscription. So you have to do that actually.
So this is where I get confused is like if you draw a diagram, right? If I create an Azure, like what is the highest one? Is it a subscription is the highest one? No, or tenant is the highest one, and then you have a subscription under that, or then where does the
Uh, so here it's like this. The user and group and applications, three things. Okay, user, group, applications. Bill, let me show you here. Go to the here. So here you can create user, backside you can create group, and somewhere here you can create app means service account. Okay, so service account you can say. So these three people is a part of the AD. Got it? So AD
okay,
means your Azure account. This is my Azure
okay.
account. So this is directory which you got it. So this is
Okay.
my directory right now. This is the AD. Now here you can add a user, group, or app. That is an enterprise application out of context. So this is your Azure account. Okay. But the problem which we have is you need to, I mean, you need, whatever that you are using, you'll have to pay for it, right? You have to pay for it. So
Hmm.
when you want to pay for it, so you have to attach the billing account. Billing account. So billing account in Azure, we call it subscription. So what will happen? You create a multiple billing account one, billing account two, billing account three. Now this user is a part of will bill account. This one or this one or this one. So here you have to attach. So let me. I have one pay as you go. Let me try to create one here. See
So
here.
that billing account is what you call a subscription, right?
Subscription. Yeah. So see here. I have a free trial which I created already. Oh, sorry, I have used it already. So I can create multiple pay as you go. And now if you have a student coupon, you can use this one also. All other, these are the sponsorship, and just ignore it because we won't get it until you're in organization. So here pay use go, select offer. I'm creating one more. Okay, just for, so see, agree, yes, I'm creating here a pay as you go. So some services are free, which is out of, I mean, it's not making any sense. You don't have to pay, but you have to attach the credit card. Next, see here, PAN, all this thing. And once I complete it, I'll get something like this, which will have a subscription ID, account admin, and everything. So you have to attach one more credit card. You see here, payment information and stuff like that, and sign up. Got it?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.